morning, Saxons. I'm Tabby Dreyfus.
And I'm Melanie Mayer.
Welcome back to the Saxon broadcast. Today is Thursday, May 8th.
Let's now head over to Colin with this week's sports update.
Welcome to Saxon Sports. I'm Colin. Let's get into it. Tomorrow, our Langley baseball team will be playing Marshall at home at 6:30 p.m. Also tomorrow, our Langley softball team will be taking on Marshall at home at 6:30 p.m. Finally, tomorrow, our boys and girls soccer teams will be playing Washington Liberty. The girls will be playing at home at 7:15 p.m., and the boys will be on the road also at 7:15 p.m. Good luck to all athletes competing. Now back to Tabby and Melanie.
Thanks, Colin. Saxons, lock in your spring award and go global. The Langley World Affairs Club has just put Langley High School on the international stage with the 2025 Bernardo Galvez essay contest. And FCPS is leading the way as the first school system in the nation to take part in this historic pilot. So what does this mean for you? It means you can lock in your spring award and go global at the same time. Submit your essay by May 15th to earn the Pioneer Award and be invited to the Embassy of Spain for a formal ceremony. No teacher nomination, no limits, just your own original ideas.
Let's now head over to our reporters to see a segment highlighting some of Langley's water fountains.
Hey Saxons, here on campus at Langley High School, there are numerous water fountains for students to enjoy. Let's take a look at some of the best and worst ones and give them a rating 1 through 10.
Okay guys, we're here outside of the main gym and we are at one of my favorite fountains this year on campus. And you can see here it has somewhat of a double stream. And this is a very convenient water fountain, especially after practice. I'm a soccer player and it definitely comes in clutch after school. Now, let's rate. Overall, we're getting some amazing water pressure here. Because this double stream, it gets double the pressure. However, it's a little bit messy. As you can see here, the splash zone is kind of crazy. Filling up the bottle, this is a good practical use of the fountain. It does have one of the bottle fillers, and we're gonna get a rating after he attempts the water here. What are we rating it?
I mean, that's some pretty good water. I really like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 water, okay. Okay guys, so we have a double fountain here, and what we're really showcasing is this weak display. My finger is on the button, and it is barely leaking. However, what can avenge us here, solid, typical fountain, nothing special, no extra features, but typical flow. But man, this is disappointing. As a water fountain enthusiast, this school brings me shame sometimes, and this is one of the fountains where shame is brought. But now let's get in to rate the fountain 1 through 10 and see how it tastes. I mean, the fact is, you have to crane your back to get some water from this one because it is the shorter one, and it's not even worth it. Poor taste, all right temperature, overall mediocre water fountain. For me, that's gonna get a 2.8 out of 10.
That's all for today, Saxons. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, guys. Level up your leadership skills and build meaningful connections. Peer Connect is looking for rising juniors and seniors who want to support their underclassmen peers, gain valuable experience, make a real impact, and be a part of a positive community. Learn more and apply online. Reach out to Ms. Morrison and Ms. Martinson in Student Services with any questions.
Let's now head over to our reporters to see a segment highlighting Scott's run.
In the 1920s, Edward B. Burling, co-founder of the law firm Covington and Burling, purchased this land known as the Burling Tract. Enjoying the quiet not far from the bustling city, he constructed a cabin on the north side of the property, using it as a retreat for relaxation and informal business meetings.
Now, this is all that remains of Burling's cabin today, but it also shows his effort to keep the land quite preserved.
Now, following Burling's death in 1966, his descendants sold the property to Miller and Smith Associates, a development company, for $2.4 million. They proposed in developing luxury homes on the site. The community, however, noticed the Public Planning Commission's notice tacked to a tree, and Elizabeth Miles Cook, a local artist, discovered the development plans and rallied local residents to oppose them. Locals in the Drainsville district voted to raise their own taxes, contributing $1.5 million towards the purchase of this land. With additional funding from the Department of the Interior and state and local governments, Fairfax County acquired the property for $3.6 million on September 5, 1970. Today, Scotts Run is a perfect place to escape to nature. Scotts Run is also part of the Potomac Gorge, one of the rarest biological ecosystems in the Mid-Atlantic, characterized by its rocky cliffs. The preserve is home to an abundance of plant life, including oak, beech, hemlock, and cherry trees. In spring, flowers are visible across the woods, such as the Virginia bluebell.
This has been James Blexworth Walters, Cameron Kuhn, and Andrew White for the Saxon Broadcast. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Now it's time for...
Yesterday's senior birthday was Mana Yetnoska.
Happy birthday! Follow us on Instagram at Saxon Broadcast and our TikTok at Saxon_broadcast.
If you would like to submit an announcement to be aired on the Saxon Broadcast, use the QR code on the screen to fill out a form.
Now that's all for today. Have a great day, Saxons.